Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? My people in the US, if you got your local elections going, I hope you voted or will, because, civic duty and all that. Hi, Tansy. Hello, Sarah. Kristen. Hi. You're happy to start watching the streams again? I'm glad your life is a little less hectic. Okay. Capture card. I know what I'm doing. Absolutely. Sarah, you're putting up your Christmas tree. It's too soon for that for me. Wait, do I have sound coming from this? I'm not sure yet. If I continue this. Oh, okay, good. Listen, it's been a while since I've streamed with my capture card. Consistently. But we're getting back into Beacon Pines today. I'm excited. I think we're about halfway done. So I'm anticipating that we're going to be able to finish the story today. Creepy. I'm concerned. I feel like I've come to every poor end I possibly could with Lil Luca, I believe the character's name is. Unsurprising. One thing about me, if I'm making choices in a game, my characters are doomed. My characters are doomed, which might say something about me, but you know. But yeah, we're gonna get on into it.
Secret lair.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
Of course. I'm gonna be really honest. I don't remember where we are right now. I'm gonna check the tree after we get out of this, I think, because I feel like we had to backtrack quite a bit to get to where we are now, because we reached an end that was inevitable and we had to go back a couple branches, I think. Hi, Joey. Hello.
He slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Okay. A cool thing about this game is that, like, I don't know, you get to kind of go back and forth between different storylines, but I don't know where we are. What time is it? What time indeed? Oh, cute sweater. Okay. We are, it looks like, I think we're here. We'll figure it out. You just started watching the previous stream, so you're a bit lost, but you'll figure it out. Me too, honestly. I'm also a bit lost, but we're gonna figure it out. I feel like we're back in a timeline where, oh, okay. I think what happened was we are in the timeline where we went to the creepy place by ourselves. We didn't bring our friend with us. So he was fine. We escaped. We met the new person and went and had dinner at their house. And I think we then brought our new friend to our kind of treehouse lair and introduced the two friends to each other. So the one bully kid is not a monster. We, I think, found out that our grandma is potentially involved in the shady business because we saw her wearing a hazmat suit talking to the daughter of the town founder, the granddaughter of the town founder. And it's a new day. Things are going to happen. Rolo, what on earth is that? Oh, I love the little detective cap. That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rolo strutted across the room.
Does this need to go up for you all a little bit, the sound? Let me know. You're starting a save in Dreamlight Valley because Joke played it 1.5 years ago and you were very lost, so decided to start over. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, that's cool. If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Oh, wait, another thing, Dreamlight Valley related. Did anyone see that they accidentally tweeted what the Dream Snap theme is? I think it was yesterday that they did that. They deleted it ASAP, but I had the notification. So I saw what the Dream Snap theme is. Perhaps where you least expect it. Oh yes, of
Rollo
course.
flung open the cabinet with confidence.
I'm gonna bump this up a little bit more. There we go.
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. Hi, Yana. Hello, hello. First hunches are for suckers. We gotta have multiple theories going on, you know what I mean? Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat. It may be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah? The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it is really important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried that I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face.
Ah, yes, we gotta make it happen. Is this game scary? I don't know that I would necessarily say scary. Certainly creepy. Bad things happen to poor Luca every now and then, but we go back and fix it.
All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Okay. All right, Rollo, this is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills, and now I shall
Before
proceed
he could
with...
finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Oh. Probably warn a guy first. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick, and every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The
Nice.
three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss.
Yeah, where's the
but
key, though?
The only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey, let me just yank on this random
As
teacup
Beck
and...
pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow
Oh?
click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Oh my goodness. I was expecting like a key under a cup. I wasn't expecting a whole passageway. Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. We are indeed. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Okay.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Do we
For a
know
long
Walter?
moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a
Luca
doctor?
nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He
proceed.
stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from
Rolo
Joseph.
looked up with heightened surprise.
See, creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name.
Rolo's
Wait.
finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Okay. I'm not following. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to
Rolo
something
scanned
else.
through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss? Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands. Okay, so we think they were infected with the weird goo, right?
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Rolo rustled the
next?
folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be
Luca
more.
frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands?
Luca
Oh,
slammed the drawer
Luca,
shut.
language, young sir.
A
Okay.
spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here, both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Okay, question mark means we don't know where they stand. Gus Valentine seems to be a generally good guy, or at least like unaware of the sketchy stuff. Mr. Nuncreed is definitely a problem because he tried to snatch us. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Okay. There are too many names, is what's happening. We know the creepy smiling hyena looking guy is bad. We know the clipboards are like robots or something. Mr. Nuncreed snatched us and threw us to the depths where I'm assuming we ceased to be. Eris seems suspicious and in cahoots with our grandma. Oh, okay. Go on, Luca. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive, and jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Incendiary, okay. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find
Rolo
out.
casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Bad idea. Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar and ink? What?
Rolo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rolo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. Okay, But we also saw Mrs. Fratelli, who's the diner owner, with the one guy that has the grocery stall stand with our gran at night. And we were supposed to deliver jams specifically to them and then just give Mr. Nuncreed what was left over. I'm trying to solve them. I'm not very good at solving mysteries. A grand jamgram. It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Aw man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide, but I'm the bad joke guy around here. Maybe I need more clues.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Oh, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rolo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town, and if we follow
Roland
it,
carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to...
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rolo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Gulp. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival? Not if we stop her. I feel like it can't be. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? Or what was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door, which means someone just shut the door, which means someone's upstairs. Quiet, hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
Ooh.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Oh, is that our gran?
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Oh, I actually can't really hear it. It's very quiet for me.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
Speaking of holding their breath, I'm still distressed over yesterday's dispatch stream. And Invisigal, and ourselves, Robert Robertson. I feel like we're making horrible life choices that are kind of outside of my control, even when they are in my control a little bit.
A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello? Wait, this is the guy from the cart.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
You? I'm not here to hurt anyone. No one who's not here to hurt someone says I'm not here to hurt anyone, I don't think. Hi, Kylie. Hello, hello.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Don't say that. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
Why?
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rolo, that was awesome. I don't know that that was necessary. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rolo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver?
Chapter 7.
Can we? Oh, I thought it was going to give us an option to choose a word, and I kind of wanted. We did just get the incinerate charm. Kind of wanted to set fire to the basement. Not gonna lie. Hi, Kitty. Welcome in.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string.
What about setting fire to the rain? That's after, you know. Well, we kind of had to wait for the rain to start first. I don't think it's raining outside currently.
The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this, just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
I don't think the good cop or the chill cop would do that, but okay, go for it, Luca.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell wrong.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? Oh. No one's fault, really. Rolo just got a little startled. Rolo's here.
Rolo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, all right. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it
Luca
even.
glanced over to Rolo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done anything wrong by you? Another suspicious thing to say. No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient
Luca
notes?
gestured to the corner.
I guess you didn't really need to say all of that, Luca. Like, he might not know that. Barrels of explosives? I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation. I feel like you can explain from your shackles, sir.
Luca looked again to Rolo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time. That backing up looked a little suspicious. I don't trust you. I don't trust any of these adults. Where are the other kids?
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought
He
to...
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light! Huh? Son of
Beck
a...
darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rolo confirmed what they all heard.
You just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle
They looked
this.
bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. Well...
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town.
I mean...
Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Okay, of all the
We
ends...
certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
This isn't really the worst one. We're alive. We're just stuck in a
Back
basement.
to the drawing board.
All right. Well, okay, the only thing we can do is go... I feel like I'm flopping. Anyway. Okay, wait, where are we now? Beck called to Luca before he made his way past the gate. Wait up, I'll walk you home. Oh, okay. So this is the same path that we were on. We just backtracked to before we introduced Beck and Rollo. So we went to the place by ourselves. Rollo was never captured. We escaped the hazmat suit guy. We went about our business, met Beck, went to dinner at Beck's house. So far, we've not seen any suspicious shenanigans from our gran, I believe. The sky began to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
And the sky opened up and God said, I hate you, Alfalfa. Care to relocate or care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. All right, all right. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. And I shall.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. All right. Cutie, cutie. This is reminding me of, I don't know why. I think it's just all of the dialogue and stuff. It's reminding me of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, which I really want to play again. Oh, wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with a high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. And that's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Ooh. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask something? Of course. Oh! Not the superhero landing! Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. Hi, Willie, hello. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath,
Oh.
exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. At first I thought that said you're gonna poop, which, you know, might also be true, but I don't think was the sentiment Dad was going for. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? That never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. Are we sneaking out the window? What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be all right, that things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Little buddy. Wait. Anyway. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal
Beck
kid.
brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. These two kids! They're pixels, but they're so stinking cute, and I feel so bad for them. Wow, I actually feel a little
As
better.
abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you
Beck
around.
gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Oh.
Chapter 5.
You could 5? Anyway,
Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with a hard
guess I'm like
rain's residue.
7.
The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rolo. But it's not like this changed
I
anything.
unplugged my
Rolo
headphones.
was still his best
I
friend.
can't hear what's happening. I was trying to be strategic about grabbing my coffee, and it did not succeed.
Adding Beck to the group would
Oh,
help balance
gracious.
things out. Everything's better in threes.
I feel like you all can hear it. You probably heard that too. Everything's better in threes. Wait, adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. I would love if you would work.
This is what Luca told himself
I
as he
can't hear
headed
it
to the
still.
treehouse.
Give me 1 second. I don't think anything's going to change for you in terms of what you can see, but I need to switch over to my desktop to fix things. Over to that place. Okay, that should probably do it. I think I can hear it already. Okay. Yes, we're back. We're back. All right, Luca. Oh, hey, friend. Hey, Dawn, tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him. Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats? That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Well, that's fair. Poor Solomon. So he would be like her brother or something? I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Oh, yes, of course. I'm going. What time is it? Why am I out at such an hour? I'm 11, I think. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. I haven't figured out if the things that she's saying are actually immediately reflected in the story, you know, that we're doing. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. I don't trust you, and you are like, I think, a robot. I'm not sure. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No? That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it is decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Okay. Bye. All right. I feel like there's been nothing in this trash can, and I find that disrespectful. Probably too many farming sims that I've played. Do I have anything new that I can fish? Ooh, tons.
Luca wrapped a twig of thyme around the hook.
I love
Some
thyme.
fish have refined taste.
Might be one of my favorite. Well, herbs, I don't know. Oops, I know. I just forgot. Sorry, Dad. Oh, I have to get new bait.
Luca wrapped some fish.
Okay. Pay attention this time, team. In whatever we're gathering. I wonder if these actually do anything for us later. Property of Sharper Valentine. Figures. If he had his way, property of Sharper Valentine would be written on everything in this town. Should we give it back to him? He may not even want it back. The man's got a contentious relationship with time. We'll keep it here in case he ever wants to pick it up. All right. Thanks, Dad. Our dad looks like he has a pretty cool mustache. Rolo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rolo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Not that. Listen. Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rolo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. That was today? No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? Beck really just makes me think of you. I don't know if I'd heard... No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It makes me think of you, but it also makes me think of Disney fairies, because in the books, there was a fairy named Beck. Yeah. What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response.
Listen. You thought he met Beck? He did it. Okay, so here's the thing. We are working in kind of different timelines, like branches. In this timeline, he's not met Beck because we failed by getting locked in the basement. So we had to reset to the night that we went to Beck's for dinner before we brought Beck here. And in this timeline, we didn't bring Beck here. So they haven't met yet.
Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Okay, I'm gonna need both of y'all to calm down. Cause as Luca is saying, Luca does care. Rolo, you're a little emotional at the moment. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word. Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You know what, Rolo? If that's how it's gonna be, listen, I don't have parents. My dad's dead, and my mom is missing, and my gran doesn't care, so that's so hurtful. You can stay out as late as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend. I think both of y'all just need to go to sleep because as previously stated, it's late and you're like 11. It's past your
Rolo's
bedtime.
tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. You know what? Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around. Now, there are some things you can't really come back from. I sincerely hope for Rolo's sake that we end up in a different timeline, because I don't know if Luca can forgive and forget that one specifically. That's really
The words hung in the cold
unkind.
night air.
Candy bar is canceled.
Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, good night, Rolo. Luca, my baby. Dang it. Interesting. Well, that went well. Luca, just cry yourself to sleep, baby. It's okay.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Oh, okay. That's something. Rolo? What a jerk. I mean, yeah. He's so precious. Kicking a soccer ball around the room, feeling sad and mad. Call me a bad friend? Ooh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. And now I'm just having a good time. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Let's weep. Oh, friends don't let friends be friendless apart from them, okay? That's not very nice.
Gran
Luca?
cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you all right? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. Please don't. Ground oatmeal is really gross. I gotta run out and take care of some things. Like, can you leave it on the table by my bed at least? Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
Oh.
He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
See, this would be the end of a chapter for me, because I'd go into such a deep depression that I never left my bed again. I'd turn into Bella Swan from New Moon, where in, you know, the book it's very dramatic with the page turning, in the movie it's very dramatic with the camera rotating. That would be me, except I'd never leave. I bet Rolo's still gonna go to the festival. Humph. He's gonna be miserable. All right. If Rolo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, we're angry. We're kicking the ball. I think we need to interact with our bed again, to be honest.
Luca dozed off again.
Oh. Just a little stress nap. Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. No, it was on the floor. Hi, K-Bay. Hello. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rolo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do some good. Okay, Gran's a flop. First, making us oatmeal but leaving it on the floor. Making us a sandwich and putting it on the floor. Not even coming in to offer a hug. Telling us we're throwing a pity party. You don't know what we're going through. Noted indeed,
Luca.
Luca.
Himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rolo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
We're not ready for that yet. I don't think we've even had a proper cry about it. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, I'm trying to kick the ball at the book. Okay, well, first I gotta get the ball back. This, ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Well, that was close-ish. This is gonna take 10 years, so y'all get comfortable. Oh, nice.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Rollo's favorite books. The complete first
Luca
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
It's pretty cool.
Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental.
I wonder why.
He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell? She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Well, she said you met yesterday, Luca. Were you listening? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Well, Rollo had a fight with me. I was certainly more on the receiving end of the blows than dishing them out. But can I come in? Maybe later. All right then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want a bite before bedtime. That's not what I thought that
Without
said.
realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon.
Sometimes you
He
gotta.
once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close.
I mean, eat something though,
Luca
kid. You
stood
can't
in
go
a vast black expanse.
an entire day
He
without
looked
eating.
up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake.
Oh, I don't want a milkshake right now, but you know what would be really, really good? A root beer float.
Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from
Okay.
him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
I don't like these
The figure's
dreams.
voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny
Oh, no.
buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them. The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves?
You know what? I don't know about that one. Yeah, the music also is very
The
eerie.
figure bent
It's
down to
pretty,
examine
but
the panicked
eerie.
crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp.
Who's in the
A
suit?
cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him.
Huh.
Worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back.
Was what?
You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
Well, yeah.
This is the end of one of your paths, son.
You can become a hazmat
Luca
dude?
watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames.
I'm very not certain what the mystery is, like where it's going, like what the resolution even is going to look like.
In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean?
I honestly don't even 100% know. Like, I kind of know what we're trying to figure out, but I kind of also don't know what we're trying to figure out.
Squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose.
Okay.
Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Oh no. No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Oh. Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. Okay, yes. But fights between friends where the friend says something like that. Not really. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. I mean, I get what she's saying. I don't completely disagree, but Rollo's got a lot of groveling to do to get back in my good graces. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? Okay, you can't just go around saying things you don't mean that are hurtful and then be let off the hook because you don't mean it. No, he was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Okay. I guess. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he is the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too. Do other countries have corn dogs?
Luca took a deep
Or is that
breath.
just a US thing, kind of? Okay. You got this, Luca.
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
I mean, that's true. The people closest to you can hurt you the most.
Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay. Gotta find Rollo. I think probably we check our... Oh. There you are. Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking
Kitty.
her head.
Not like when I told you that I didn't like Anna Kendrick, because also it's not that I don't like Anna Kendrick. But okay, I assume that's... I will not assume to know, like, how you feel about that. Maybe that was a very deep wound that I inflicted. Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head, yes. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find
Luca
him.
looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Now why is everyone telling me to do this? A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. The library, right? I mean, one could say that our treehouse thing is also quiet, but I think he's talking about the library. Unique New York, unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech. Gotta limber up the old gab box. Hate that. You nervous? Oh, heavens, no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of a what? Grip sock? I don't know. That's none of my business. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an excuvate. Sure. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. And the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. All right. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart, the weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's going to be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. We love a yes man. But... oops, spoke too soon. The lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Bits. I'm still going to be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Fair, fair, fair. I can look cool and lounge. Ah, yes. You look great, Luca. Do your thing, do your thing. Ain't moving. Okay.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff, everything all right? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't ya? Well,
For a
yeah.
moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Ha ha ha, every single time. Yup. Huh? Are y'all supposed to be aiming for the building? Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Alright. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Alright. Hooligan. Ruffian. Street youth. A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest. I had my doubts about Perennial Harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Can I speak to you? No. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice. You still brought your backpack full of books. A girl after my own heart. Always bring your books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books? Well. Okay, before I go that way, let me go up this way. I'm trying to get to the library. Oh. Back up. Hiya, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry, all
Who?
became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Who's Griffin? I don't know if I know that name. Wait, is this Griffin? I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. I don't trust good of the family types. Okay. What's this way? Ah, something that I don't need. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great, I say as I walk away. Census taking, emergency services. Hey, Luca, so you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Oh, that's Griffin. Nothing at all. I didn't know I needed to go to the library. I was just taking the long way around. So we run this way. Here we are. The library, somewhere quiet. Hiya, Luca.
Kyle's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. First? The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rolo does go all out, doesn't
Kato
he?
straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. All right, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. You may take issue when the fifth king dies. You'll need a tissue. Okay, I need a book.
Luca grabbed the 5 pillars of success from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one. Okay, 5 pillars of success.
Luca grabbed the issue with self-help, a helpful guide, from the shelf.
Okay, we have
Luca grabbed
options.
500 meals for 1 big pot from the shelf.
Huh, I don't think any of these are right. I think we need like, the comic thing.
Luca grabbed the modern science of atomic radiation from the shelf.
No.
Luca grabbed natural photography, volume 5 from the shelf.
No. I don't think
Luca
so.
grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4 from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5 from the shelf.
I think we probably need that one. Ah, you found
Kato
it!
removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp.
Okay.
As
A
he
purple
slid
lamp.
the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Issue 5.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rolo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. It's summer. Oh, Rolo. Now, let's see
Kato
here.
began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He
grift.
continued flipping.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grub cart. Grifton. Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. All right, go back to Griffin's. Hi, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hank Atomic Shrink Array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object. Okay, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Oh, right, sorry. I feel like that's incredibly inefficient. Because every time you shrink an item, you're actually growing the universe. Okay. To the grub cart. Hey, Griffin. Hey, Griffin. Did Rolo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or
Luca
something.
shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck! It's cold! Oh, yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Luca
just...
tongued at his cheeks, feeling
Ew.
something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the
Luca
step.
finished off the
Ah,
remainder of the
yes.
corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. We gotta go talk to the coffee lady. Right up here. Hello. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rolo owes me
He
one.
waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship rings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard? Ooh. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task of friendship brings. Good luck, Luca. I don't know this one off the top of my head. Wait, like a spaceship? Oh, balloons! Rolo literally right in front of me. Okay, would you say a spaceship has wings? Like the little things, like when you think of a spaceship, how it's like a thing, right? And then at the bottom, it has like the bits. Would we consider the bits at the bottom wings? I feel like no. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned
Rolo
this.
sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Blight. Beautiful, thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rolo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk
Luca threw himself at Rolo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
now. Rolo, I don't deserve you. Oh, no, you do, Luca. You do. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. We deserve each other, you say? That almost feels like a great opportunity to talk about Wicked. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Oh, head to the treehouse with Rolo. Okay. Oh, the balloons bouncing around are kind of crazy. I do want to just say hey to you first, but that's not fun to look at. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest, too. I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. What do we think it could be? Gotta head back to our place. Run, run, run. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rolo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Huh?
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
It's giving Grandmama Palavar from Critical Role, unfortunately.
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done. I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that.
I don't like it. It's very ominous.
Gran.
I love you too,
Luca
Gran.
folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. Oh. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Oh.
Luca
Rolo.
was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go? Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What? What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. 2 boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
What?
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
I need to know if anybody else has played this game. Have you, did you achieve the amount of bad endings that I have? Or am I just unlucky?
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Here's the thing. I love options. I love seeing options end differently. I don't want to have to look at every option. My first playthrough. House interrogation, or I forget which path this was. This was the one where we turned the kid into the monster. This is the one where we found out Gran was wearing the thing. Let's try this one. Good cop, hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze.
It's getting hard to figure out where we
I've
are
got
in the
this.
story.
Read about it 100 times.
So now we're back in the one where we went by ourselves. We went by ourselves to the place in the woods. We got accosted by the hazmat suit guy. We escaped. Rollo didn't come with us, so Rollo was safe. We spent the morning handing out jam for our granny to Tolliver, who we currently have in a basement, diner lady, and big dog guy who kidnapped us and threw us down a thing in an alternate timeline. We then met Beck, went to dinner at Beck's house, brought Beck to meet Rollo, but on the way saw Granny in the hazmat suit talking to Eris, the daughter of the founder of the town. We don't know that she took on Solomon, the other kid, as a ward yet, but that is something that happened. Then we slept? Question mark? I don't know. Somehow we ended up at our house with Rollo and Beck, found a secret passageway in our kitchen that led down to a creepy room with mysterious writings from our dad and explosives question mark. Tolliver came down, Rollo knocked him out, and now we're questioning him. That's where we are in our current timeline.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver. I'm not gonna do that.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
In my mind, Rollo right now is doing his best impression of Benoit Blanc from Knives Out. Mr. Tolliver.
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
The table
Good
lamp
movie,
and beamed it
right?
onto the
Did you watch the
unconscious
second
face.
one? Also, are you gonna watch the third one? The third one comes out in December, right?
Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head.
I don't think I can do the accent. I can do a southern accent, but not like the fancy, like elderly southern belle living on an estate that used to be not so great of a place about 150 years ago or something.
He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's
Mr.
there?
Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
You're standing right in front of him. I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now, hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Oh. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say, I've never needed another way. Oh.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper, to make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. The source? We heard about that in a dream. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is our Operation Spark Plug?
With
That would have been better if I
Mr.
didn't.
Tolliver passed out cold.
Huh?
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got it just got set up what? For the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, qotd can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Let's go get some answers. Hey, qotd buddy. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable. Oh, qotd hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? I don't know, money? No worries, kitty. Also, qotd's arms and head combined still creep me out a little bit. It's kind of, oh, you know what it's giving? It's giving like, kind of one of Sid's experiments from, Toy Story. Arms be thick. I mean, he just has like young kid proportions. Like we're like 11. I think qotd is like, I don't know, qotd is giving like 7 or 8. Like just small kids. Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you in Rollo, I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hankatomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading, but they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. Great, we'll start
Chapter
there.
8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing
What
through
do you mean
dusty
by that?
piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
Okay.
Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. Hi, Kanitia, hello. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. Oh! I'll put you in the obituaries myself. Yeah, that last part was unnecessary. We understood what you were saying. But
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county... Wait, you're a county record. What? Really? That's the best you got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Could you stop? Could you stop?
Beck slammed her finger down on the open
Just
page
like,
before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey, hey, hey! Absolutely. They're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. I mean, J could stand for a lot of things, though. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. Wait, I called this. Wait. I think I called this, and I feel like y'all thought I was cuckoo bananas because Rollo said something about, like, or someone said something about if we, like, how often we saw our gran before she moved in with us after our mom went missing. And we said that I think it was like our first time meeting her or our second time meeting her. And I thought that it wasn't our gran, that it was an imposter. And I feel like y'all thought I was... I don't know. I felt like the chat consensus was that Gran just turned a corner and became evil and sketchy. And my theory was that she was an imposter. If your Gran is 6 feet under 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung.
My goodness, who indeed? Who's this lady? All right, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa is gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. Huh? Oh, it's the day before the festival because we are in a different timeline. Okay. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? Ooh, I'll think of something. I had forgotten about that.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet.
There's no way we're lucky.
And
this is gonna be the
there
end.
was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh no!
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
I don't know, because didn't we leave the cupboard open? Or maybe we didn't. No, the cupboard staircase is open, so she should have seen him. He's missing! These are problems no 11-year-old should have to solve. Agreed. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a
Or
trace.
maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Just like in the other timeline. Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of
explosives?
jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
Wasn't there ink in there? I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Okay. Mr. Nuncreed, hee hee. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Go to sleep? Okay. I don't like the way this is looking for us. Oh no. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Huh?
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
Was the jam poisoned?
Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Okay, well... Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything. What?
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Why? Well, okay, but to be fair, I don't know if Gran knew we would be eating the jam in the basement.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Sweet boy makes you think of the great fairies in Zelda. Fair enough. Maybe she knows Mr. Nuncreed is a baddie, and even though she's an imposter, she's a good guy. But why would it...
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! You really bounce back, don't you? Well, I mean, he's 11. Checks out. All right. Gotta head to the festival, I think. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. Sly. That was cute. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. All right. That's a lot of people.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Ahem. Is this thing... Oh. Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh, yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Crickets. Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was
William Kerr
I?
bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine,
He
everyone.
gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Ah, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time we add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Not dadgum. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Not a single tear. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pine, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently,
Of
biting his
course.
lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
It's giving, never mind. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
What are we doing? The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each
His
other.
voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Why does this sound like a presidential speech? It's giving politician for real, for real. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain
Mr. Kerr
calm.
quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim
raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest away! Y'all, I'm done.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
I'm so sick of this.
Again. Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything. Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
What the heck? Good cop, sly cop. Oh my gosh.
They'd run the classic good cop, Sly cop interrogation.
I don't know if this branch is the way.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
The snap? What? What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
I feel like I'm making her a little Vanellope. Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
It's pretty good, Beck, not gonna lie. Listen, Felly, this is the second time everything got frozen solid, the world, I'm assuming. So we're back to, not the beginning, but the interrogation
This
again.
was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
That's a little weak, girl. Oh, to destroy the evidence? Maybe not.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf, and wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look.
No, 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 don't doubt, don't doubt.
She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
I don't know about this one. You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Okay, we're talking about the password, not the fact that they said they're going to blow up the source. Is that what caused the freezing of everything? Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meeting. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. Huh? D would be... Ooh! It's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore. Whoa! That is really good.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's nude rug store. What? You know, anyway, we're gonna just... Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. To the drugstore. Hello. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Alright, well, don't mind me. I would like for us to see if I can fish. No. Nothing new there yet. Because it looks like I have one more...
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the...
It looks like I have maybe one more spot for things. Okay. We're going to Nuncreed's drugstore. Let's go. Ow. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I like her braids. I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future or be forgotten in the past? Wait. Gus is the bad guy? Am I on Team Eris here? I think I unplugged my headphones again, unfortunately. So Gus is complicit in the shenanigans that everyone's up to. And Eris is the one that's like, no, maybe we shouldn't turn this into a toxic wasteland. I was not expecting that. Oh, where's... I'm so sorry. I'm like trying to switch back between my computer desktop so I can... There we go. Get my headphones working again and the game on the capture card. Okay. It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. What does that even mean? Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. How the turntables, indeed. It's getting late, children. I feel like we should have not been seen, but wait. I think it's this way. Yeah. Oh, it's Solomon.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
I'm not a huge fan of black licorice. I don't hate it, but I could maybe have like one piece and then it'd be like, that's enough. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Oh! Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. You know what I actually kind of picture Solomon like? Like the one little annoying, oh, not annoying, I'm sorry. The one little precocious, well, they're all precocious. You know what, I'm just gonna have to go back to annoying. The one little annoying blonde kid from Little Rascals. The one with the glasses that's like rich and fancy. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Oh, well, okay. Slay, I guess. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Clue. What about the telephone booth that he threw me in before? Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's Nude Rug Store? I mean, Underground Secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
I don't know if I like this. All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we... Oh!
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
What was their fate?
Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh. Oh,
The air
no.
was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic Issue 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Please don't press anything. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh no! Oh no! Rollo, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow yet! What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. That's from the Valentine. Oh. We outnumber him though, but we're also kids. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. Wait, what? I don't know who to trust. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. My dad? You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie! It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you are a sidekick? No. We were partners. Oh. He helped the patients and I helped him. Not Dr. Kitty. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Oh. Consequences? Actions. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing is crazy.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
Huh? How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. You were about to off me. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square? The fountain, but why
A
would...
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Wait, the source? She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. Uh-oh. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Oh! That did not go how I expected. So... We're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. Okay. Why did we wait? I love this town. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this.
Chapter 8. The cold, hard truth.
Okay.
Leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
I don't think I trust it.
Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed.
Is
into
that
view.
snow?
A burst of wintry air snuffed across
It's
her face,
summer.
and she was flung out into the cold.
Okay. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Ew! Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone ever or even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. Catch up to Mr. Nuncreed? Wait, we think he went that way? I don't know about that. I want to go this way. I can't go that way. I can't go. Okay, well, never mind then. Listen, I like going the way that it doesn't want me to go. Wait, that's the Beacon Pine sign. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into the Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Okay.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Okay.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss.
I don't
Nearby, a wheelbarrow
know
had
what's
been
going
emptied
on.
out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rowanback held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive. What?
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not
They both
true.
now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself,
Huh?
making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Oh. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not
They
fair.
menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
What is happening?
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind, flooded with questions, the wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
My bad, my bad, my
It
bad.
was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This what? What are we doing, Gran? This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I
She
promise.
stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
I don't know if the...
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in my life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing
Before
to.
Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Ah, not again.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Gran!
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror, there was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end Well, that was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Yeah, ice ending is getting a bit old for sure. What was this path? Okay. In this one, we decided to go hang out with... We went to the warehouse with... Okay. We went with Rolo. We were in the dumpster. I believe. I don't know if we were in the dumpster when the body was put in it or not. We ran away. I think we were. We ran away and Rolo ran away, but we got separated. The next day we found out Rolo was missing. We met Beck and faced off against the bullies. We ended up shoving the bully into the goop. He turned into a monster, I think. We went back to our hideout with ourselves. But the bully monster was there. And then weird, creepy hyena guy, Kerr, the politician, he showed up with the clipboard robot things. And now we're gonna have to fight. No, we're gonna have to run, I think. Not fight them. I think that's what's happening here. We're going to flight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Yes, I'm a little
Squinted down
confused
the
about
barrel
where
of
we
the
are, but I
mission
think that's
control defense
correct.
Cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr, we'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Oh, Iggy is the kid's name. See ya, jerks. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. Not the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
Okay.
In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. Oh my goodness.
Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Well, we landed in this spot. That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost them. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Follow me! Find a way home. Okay. Wait. Ah! What's the readout? Sitting just above 258 Kelvin. That's a bit down from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Okay. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into Weep Wood. I'm looking at the evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Wait, I have a word. There we go. Bum bum
The boys stared in
bum.
disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Okay. Probably can't go that way. Uh-huh. Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
I had forgotten the walkie-talkie, because what in the timelines? It's that bozo Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
You love how one has a full-on jacket on while the other has a sweater. Well, Iggy has a jacket on because he was trying to hide himself. No need to be
With a
rude.
resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful. Was?
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving. All right. It's all
Looking
frozen.
down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, you know, swim run.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled, the town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. What are you gonna do, dude? I'm done. You're just gonna sit there? Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
I mean, it is our fault. Really. It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
So we're just gonna sit outside in the cold on the ground? Let's just rest for a
The
bit.
boys huddled together for warmth and comfort.
We don't want to, like, at least go in a building or
If
something?
not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Well, I feel like this is not going to end well for us. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with all this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. These children. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Geez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights?
Iggy shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rolo are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh, perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little life. Okay, I'm sorry, what? My whole dad is dead. And my whole mom is missing. And I'm living with a grandma who seemingly is just kind of there. And we barely know. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. That new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great, but she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know.
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that
He
impression.
cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Huh, it must be raining out here. Definitely.
He arched into a wide yawn.
You should probably try to get some sleep. Outside? On the ground? Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all
Luca's
this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Oh. All these
The house
kids.
smelled of warm
What
bread.
is this? Dairy? There's so much trauma.
Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?"
Don't ruin this for us.
Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams. Still clad in a yellow hazmat suit. Still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww. Look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this.
Do I?
The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories. All warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us.
Wait, what?
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see.
I feel like...
The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. No, we both know that's not how this went.
Wait, what? I don't know what to believe. I believe our
He
memory.
grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting.
Do you remember what we did next?
Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward.
What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it.
Well,
I swore an oath to help people.
well, that's
I won't turn
true.
my back on them.
Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this.
Listen, we support a man standing by his convictions.
Eleanor raised her voice.
Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son?
Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy?
With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye.
Nothing, buckaroo.
Your mom and I just
Got a little overexcited is all.
Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears.
Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of.
Listen, that's not our dad
I'll
abandoning
be back
us.
in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly.
Oops.
Promise?
Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise.
With a
Well.
wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun. A figure approached soundlessly
Who
from
is
the foggy
this?
snowfall.
It stood above them.
Lingering in contemplation,
Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off
Whether
me.
it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me,
When
you...
it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend? An observer? A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility? Great, how about your name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Wait, do you live here? You might say that. So you know where we are. You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. All right, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Oh, how? Where are you gonna go? Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold. Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weep Wood, or we teleported to some alternate universe, or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. Huh? You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. Huh? A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
the source. Dun dun dun. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed.
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He looked
could.
down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home...
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called
I don't
out,
understand. Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weep Wood.
Chapter 6. The Source.
The
Nat expressed his
source.
sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle.
Okay.
Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow.
What tree was
His
this
numb
supposed to be?
hands hit something hard. A headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time I thought I was visiting you, but you've been here alone in the snow, not Papa. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply. Just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you
Iggy
jerk?
finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. Uh-oh. 259 Kelvin. Fall off distance still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Oh, hey, don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah, come on. It's almost lunchtime. What in the... You do you, bud. You do you. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy gave
advice.
Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Oh! Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at you acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to Perennial Harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to smash?
Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad, I promise. All right, let's do this. Locate the source. Well, we know where the source is. Don't mind if I do. It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rolo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer
Iggy
to
and
you?
Luca shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Ah, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. We got this. You're doing great, Luca. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted
Where are you
behind a
going?
large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What is that? Yeah, what is that? Long story. So a few years back, I, came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why'd you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop. And you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Rolled his eyes with realization.
No, you
Iggy
didn't.
stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. Well, like I said, these were some primo fireworks. So I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed him.
Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out it wasn't the fireworks that got moved, it was us. Unbelievable. My goodness. What are we gonna do with those fireworks? Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo, you're not a hero. You're a little brat who's in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Okay. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for blast off, loser. Oh, well. Aha! The source.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Echo! 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 Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh no! Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr, where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before, he's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens, no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart
His
boy.
face contorted into a saccharine grin.
It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play a part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not going to be so winning after we're done with you. Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a bit.
Kerr snapped his fingers.
Scene change. What? There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't.
Iggy waved
Please
the
don't
box
throw it
into
in
the
the
air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you. Regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar. But, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like this?
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
This kid is about to freeze us and the entire town right now. Ooh. Whoa.
Growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Oh, not the eyes. Ah! Ah!
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
You know,
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
you reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. How, what channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. The only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I think we're all dying anyway. I feel like we're about to all get frozen. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. What? Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult.
Wow. Long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas Young.
With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Uh-huh. Wow, can you believe this guy? Oh, well, we can hum. That's cute.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Her, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me, too. Luca, look at me. Listen, I already made this kid, like, I already pushed him into a puddle of toxic goo. I can't let go of him. I don't think it's gonna give me a choice anyway.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no!
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. Not the dramatic zoom out. What in the world? It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do
Iggy's
this.
voice was colder than the bitter air billowing.
I feel like all of this is unnecessary because I literally feel like we're about to face the emotional turmoil of having them drop, but then we're just gonna get frozen too. So like, I a little bit can't even get invested in this. Let me do the right thing for once. Oh, I can do something. Luca had no choice but to... Here's the thing. I do not think it matters. But I can't let Luca's last moment being letting go of his friend, so we have to refuse. If we go down... We're gonna refuse.
Luca had no choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards.
Okay.
Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you?
Oh!
Mirror. Now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair.
Wait, what?
Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away.
The
A
founder?
swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Oh, don't tell me that. here's the thing though. Oh, we're a bit laggy at the moment. Okay, you know what we gotta do? We gotta go up here and hum. You always gotta hum. Sing a song. Okay. Now, we're back in the timeline where we went to the place by ourselves. We encountered the hazmat guy. We escaped the hazmat guy. Rolo didn't go with us, so Rolo was fine. We spent the morning handing out jam. We met Beck. We had dinner with Beck and her family. We made it to the place late, I think. Is this the one where we made it to the place late and got in a fight with Rolo, or is this the one where we made it there with Beck? No, I think this is the one where we made it to the hideout with Beck. We then were at our house with Rolo and Beck and ended up in the basement interrogating the guy. He gave us the answers. We went to Nuncreed's shop, through the telephone booth, down into the secret passageway, through the tunnel, up to the snow beacon pines, and that's where we are right now, I think. The only thing I'm not 100% sure was if we fought or not. But I don't think no, it's not the one with the fight, because that one we were not here during the festival. We didn't fight with Rolo in this one. Did I win yet? Girl, no. Also, hi, Jessica. We're gonna hum.
And in the stillness,
a jaunty
he
tune.
began to hum. After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind, the only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Sing it, Luca.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow.
Oh,
and
good. I thought she was about to drop it down the tunnel again.
A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
See, this would be cute, if she didn't almost kill us all. Nice harmony, though. Am I dangling over something? No, I'm just sitting on the ground. Grandmama was holding a torch over the hole that would have frozen us all again.
Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
Is this our mom? How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Wait, what? Wait. Did she go in the goo? 'Cause the goo turned Beck's hair gray, right? But it turned Iggy, like, it made his face start changing. Buckaroo? The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother. What? Hold up. If that's our mom, I have some questions. Why are you letting me roam in the middle of the night? You did not respond well to my fight with Rolo. You're my mom?
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, Buckaroo. Mom! Oh,
Luca
the singing
sprinted as
stopped
fast as he
abruptly.
could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
I was not expecting this. Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care what answers you were trying to get. You might be the worst mom of the year. We are 11, mind you. I keep saying that. We might be 12. I'm a little bit... We might be 12. Anyway, we're either 11 or 12. We're a baby is what I'm saying. We already lost our father, and you, as our mother, let us go through the trauma of thinking our mom was missing for, I think, months? What? Yes, the grandmama is the baby. Gran is our mom. She just got changed by the goop, I think. So now she seems older. Until a perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Kitty, you don't know the thing, the grandmama is the babe, the grandma is the baby. I can't explain this. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
For the
I mean,
first
it
time
was
in a
not
long
working.
time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now there's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Oh. Anyway. You don't understand. He always wins. He's like around still, though. Is the
Chapter
kicker.
9.
We thought he was dead, but he's not. How are we feeling? I'm concerned because there's so much going on. Do we want to pick this up another stream and finish it then? Or do you want to try to keep pushing? Because the thing is, I feel like probably there are 10 chapters. But even if we only have 2 more chapters, we might have many, many chapters left because we might have to go back through the other branches again. Not sure.
The devil you know. 7 months ago.
We'd love to stay, but honestly, you have to go to bed, maybe finish it another stream. You know what? I think we're gonna probably finish it another day. Maybe I'll try to finish it. I really don't think we have much longer left. So maybe I'll try to add an extra stream for us to finish this. so that we don't end up with a very short stream one day. Although if we did end up with a very short stream one day, that might not be that bad, because I've been trying to edit this speed build. Deceptively difficult. Like, yeah, harder than I anticipated. I think we're gonna wrap up for now. Even though we didn't finish, I'm sorry for lying to you all. If we didn't get frozen 10 times, we probably would be done. But I'll think about or see about playing maybe on Thursday or Saturday, and we can wrap this up, because I'd like to have next week free to check out a new game, I think. And listen, this is like a great little cliffhanger for us to leave on, to ponder what happens in this game before we come back. But thank you all for being here. This was a wild one. I had a good time, but it's been very confusing. I'm a little proud of myself, actually, if I'm being 100% honest. I'm a little proud of myself for how much I was able to mostly keep the timelines straight, because, listen, it's a little wild. But I will be back tomorrow, as per usual, with Disney Dreamlight Valley's Reset Day. We'll check out that. We'll probably do some decorating, but I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night until then, and I will catch you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.